Hello, my lovelies. It's me, Edith Ivy. I'm back with another cozy gaming episode of Wytchwood. We are going to head for the Stag on the mountain, whom we may have already gotten a glimpse of, because there was definitely a stag up there when we had to go get those rabbits sweet. Oh, that is so pretty. Alright, there was definitely a stag down by the entrance to the forest. Spicy peppers. Is this Breath of the Wild? Okay. Stay back, spirit. I have nothing you want. Keep your wits about you, boy. I'm just an old woman. Oh, so you are. My apologies. One can never be too careful traveling about the mountainside. Plenty of tricksters like to disguise themselves and play pranks on me. I meant no disrespect. None taken. What are you doing out in the cold, anyway? I've come to collect ice berries for my brother's coronation. He's going to be crowned king of the whole realm today. King? According to whom? Well, according to him, I suppose? He is the eldest, after all. He says it's his destiny. Some days I'm not so sure, though. I feel like I should be doing more than just tending to the castle's gardens. So he gets to be king and you get to pick berries till your fingers fall off? It's not so bad. I like the crisp air and fresh snow. There's something magical about the wilderness. Oh, but listen to me prattle on. I still need to collect the ice berries my brother requested. He's very particular when it comes to, well, anything, really. A job shared is done twice as quickly. Let me help you before the frost bites. Why, thank you. I'm getting a bit chilly. I only need a few more ice berries. I think we found the person who's being hurt by the stag. Any luck finding those ice berries? I need 10 and I have 6. Okay, the frostlings are adorable and I love them. Upon the slopes of the mountain, you spot a camp of dangerous-looking fur trappers sharpening their spears. No need to bother them just yet. Just yet? That sounds like a you will have to bother them later sort of deal. Alright, we have our berries. Any luck finding those ice berries? You rifle through your satchel. Oh, just look at the wonderful bounty you've gathered. He gladly takes the berries from you and places them in his pack. It was no problem at all. The stroll through the brisk air was quite refreshing. If only my brother cared as much for the beauty of this place. He's always been content staying amidst the nobles of his court. I should like to meet this brother of yours. He sounds like quite the ruler. Well, why didn't you say so? I'd be happy to invite you into the castle. The buck slips his arm out toward you in a gentlemanly fashion. You take it with your gnarled claws and nod. Let's be off then, shall we? The prince isn't accepting peasant complaints. Scat, you old crow. How dare you speak to my guest with that tone? Apologies, sir. I didn't know she was your guest. Don't apologize to me. I'm not the one you disrespected. Right. I'm sorry, miss. What I meant to say was, welcome to the court of the magnificent and benevolent Stag. Louder, and with more pomp, please. I hereby welcome thee, lady of the swamp. Lady of the swamp, to celebrate with us on this most auspicious day, the bequeathing of the kingdom to he whose antlers reach the hithermost clouds and shine with justice and... That will do just fine. Carry on guarding. Right. The buck turns to you and nods to his pack. I've got to prepare these berries for the ceremony and do some final pruning in the hedge maze. I'll meet you inside. Alright, we need to find this stag. I get the feeling he will not be the most courteous. Why would you have a fountain up here if everything freezes? Ooh, give me them sticks. Yes, sticks. We have replaced our clay addiction. This is very fancy. Sitting upon a lofty throne, the prince looms over his court of nobles. Not too many tiny cakes. They can't outnumber the tarts. And where is my useless brother with those berries? Everything must be perfect for my coronation. I think I saw him slink off to the garden, sire. No doubt shirking his royal duties once more. Ingrate! I do ever so much for that little rascal, and he doesn't even bother to show me the respect I deserve. I should have had him exiled long ago. If only he weren't my brother. A fantastic idea, Your Grace. He will be shown the door as soon as the ceremony is concluded, I assure you. Ha! My days of sharing the throne with that dandelion are almost over. It is best he lives out his days on the mountain. Lord knows it's where he belongs. The stag's eyes narrow suspiciously at a cluster of nobles. Speaking of my brother, have you three taken care of the statue in the hedge maze? Oh, yes, Your Majesty. Just as you requested. Don't you worry yourself, my lord. The nobles exchange hurried whispers, but you can't hear them clearly. I wonder what all the fuss has to do with a measly statue. Something doesn't feel right. Perhaps I ought to take a look at it myself. These petty fours are to die for. We're really living in the best of times. Oh my goodness. Who invited her? I invited myself. Just try and stop me. Ooh. Let's rob a stag, shall we? We are looking for a statue. There's a bunny in the center of the maze. So naturally, I will explore as much as the game will let me before I get there. What a cute bench. I like how it looks sat upon and a little saggy. Gives a sense of age. Anything here? Doesn't appear so. Oh, it's our buddy! Don't mind me, just taking care of some last minute pruning. Berries. Oh, wow, that is a big statue of a stag wearing a crown. At the foot of the marble statue is a cracked and weather-beaten plaque. You wipe snow from the engraved slab and find that large chunks have been hewn away from it. Only a few words are still legible. Stag, rightful heir and ruler, revealed. The choice of words is quite convenient for our royal aspirant. I wonder what the rest of the story has to say about the matter. We pick a tuft of colorful fur caught on the statue's raised hoof. It looks to be from a very expensive piece of clothing. The nobles of the court seem to have nothing but time on their hands. Perhaps some of them know the secrets of this statue. We need to find 3 plaque pieces. Alright, that doesn't seem to be anything close to a way out. Interrogate the nobles of the court. How do I interrogate the nobles of the court? Everything must go perfectly. I do like his design, though. He manages to look both regal and sinister. Oh, I bet I just have to witch eye them. We need a truth serum. Okay, we need unveiling powder. We're gonna need 3 for 3 nobles. There's unveiling powder, a crow's foot, and chilled mushrooms. So let's see if we can make 3 unveiling powders. Let's go get the mushrooms, and then we will go get the crow's feet. The fact that there is only one of these bushes, as far as I can tell, leads me to think that we should harvest from it. Just because we're gonna need whatever's on it, and it's clearly a small supply. We need frost mushies. Oh, there's some frost mushies. Alright, we needed, I want to say 3 for the recipe. Alright, we just need 3 crow's feet. Let's go up by the cornfields and get some crow's feet. I wonder if this will even work this way. Now I shall hide. I shall hide behind the bushes. Nice. I think I have all the crow's feet I need, and I didn't even have to use all my snap traps. Well, I am well pleased. Let's head back up to the frozen north. Let's get this fellow in the bishop's mitre. A noblewoman snaps her fingers at you as you pass by. You there, freshen up my wine. Nodding politely, you dip your syringe into her glass and squeeze out a good amount of purple liquid. She sips it with her nose high in the air. There's a broken plaque in the hedge maze. What do you know about it? The plaque? It's the last time I heard about the stag, I'll tell you that much. He was whining about a prophecy or some such nonsense. Told me to get rid of a piece of that plaque for him. I tore my finest wit a muff trying to get to grips with that damnable thing, so I left it under the big tree in the middle of the hedge maze. You snap your fingers and the noblewoman makes a disappointed frown. She pulls up her collar in a huff and rejoins the party as if nothing happened. Alright. Interesting. Because that was definitely this dude with the bishop's mitre. But that's the woman from the art. And this guy. You stick your syringe into a plump macaron and offer it up to the nearest nobleman on a silver platter. He pops it into his mouth without even looking at you. The broken plaque in the hedge maze. Would you happen to know anything about it? The noble's eyes flutter, and they speak as if conversing with themselves. Can you believe the audacity of that stag? He broke it. He should have been the one disposing of the pieces. Well, I couldn't be bothered to do such menial labor. Can you imagine? Ugh. So anyways, I just tossed my piece into the southeast corner of the maze. Next time you should get some of the servants to do his dirty work. You snap your finger at the noble. They sneer at you for a moment before returning to their wine as if nothing had happened. Interesting, but... yeah, the third guy from the art is this guy over here. This guy was the only guy who was in both the art and the, scene, so to speak. You slather a cracker with liver pate and drizzle some scintillating serum over the top. Soon enough, a nobleman licks his lips and indulges himself. What do you know about the statue in the hedge maze? The nobleman scratches his chin absent-mindedly. Oh, you mean the one the Stag smashed up? I'm not really supposed to talk about it, but he told me to get rid of some chunk of marble, terrible heavy thing. Anyway, I just left it behind one of the wooden benches in the maze. Did he really expect me to lug it all the way out of the castle? You snap your fingers and the noble immediately goes back to snacking as if nothing had happened. In a tree in the center of the maze, the southeast corner of the maze, and under a wooden bench in the maze. Now, we only saw one wood bench, and it was up in the corner. So let's check it out. Just as described, a piece of the plaque seems to have been kicked under the bench and forgotten. So we'll get you part way there. So the center of the maze should be... wedged under the tree's forking roots lies a jagged piece of stone. Indeed, that will do. Okay, we need the southeast corner. Buried beneath a heaping of snow, you finally manage to find a hunk of stone. One of three. I'll take it. That looks like the last piece of the plaque. I'll have to reassemble them at the Stag if I want to make sense of this. I like the lampposts. They give this Narnia feel for me. The nobles of the court seem to have nothing but time on their hands. Perhaps some of them know the secrets of this statue. The marble plaque waits to be made whole. You snap the broken chunks of marble back into place. Despite some marring on the surface, you can read the plaque quite clearly. The Buck and the Stag, a tale of two princes. Only one destined to be rightful heir and ruler. The king will be revealed by the touch of the truest crystal flower. It looks like the Stag is trying to cut his dear brother out of his birthright. I wonder what's the business with the crystal flower. The Buck knows his way around a garden. Perhaps he'll have some idea. Flicking his ears, the young gardener puts his pruning shears down at your approach. Hello again. Lovely day for a walk in the hedge maze. Granted, you don't get lost. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about a crystal flower, would you? Crystal flowers? Why, they're very, very rare. It's said they only grow in a cave at the highest peak of the mountain. According to legend, the truth of one's heart is refracted in the facets of each frosted pearl. Why do you ask? No reason. I just thought one might make a nice gift for your brother's big day. Hey, you're right, that's a brilliant idea. What better gift from the court's gardener than a beautiful crystal flower? Oh, but the trek up the mountain is perilous. I don't know if I have what it takes. Nonsense! I was heading up that way anyways. You just stay close behind. Really? You'd help me? Well, all right. What are we waiting for, then? Meet me out by the slopes and we'll get underway. First, we have to visit our old friend Spicy Pepperbush. I'm I'm thinking now is probably the time that we have something to do with those trackers. Those fur trappers, to be specific. Oh, look, it is our friend. You see the buck hiding behind a bush, anxiously watching something up ahead. What's the matter? Did you get cold feet already? Shh, they'll hear you. Look. Through the pine boughs, you can make out figures moving across the snow. They're covered in warm pelts and carry sharp-looking spears. The royal trappers! They keep my brother's court supplied with furs, but they've been out here for so long they'll hunt anything that moves. It would be a shame if those antlers of yours ended up as someone's trophy. Wait here and let me deal with them. All right. Be careful. Let's get a little closer and see if we can lay a witch's eye on a trapper or two. They need a touch of cold. We need 2 snowflakes. Bottled despair we can probably make, and metamorphosis elixir. Alright, where was bottled despair? That one's easy enough. We need to go to the forest and the fields. Got a bit of running about to do. Oh wait. Frostling snow. We need to do stuff to frostlings. They needed a snowy snare? Oh, cool. Hello. We need to hit the forest, and there's places where you can get changeling root in the forest, so we should be set. One-stop shopping, so to speak. Steak! We need fireflies, and we need changelings. We need a second changeling root. Let's see if leaving the screen and coming back will do the trick. So just grab these forest herbs. Will that repopulate everything? Yeah, we got a mushroom. I don't want to have to go all the way to the fields. But there was that other section. Okay. Let's get the dryad heart, and then we'll have to go see if we can get the changeling root. Have you respawned everything? There's some dragon. There's some. Yes! There's a changeling. Alright, first we'll get all the fireflies, because we're always getting low on fireflies. They're as bad as frog slime. Alright. There's 2 changeling roots. We just need the dryad heart. I always feel so bad for the dryads. There you are. Hello, sir. My apologies. Oof. Okay, let's heal. Okay. So we have the changeling root, the dryad heart, and the bug ichor. What was the other thing we needed? We needed the bottled despair. Oh, we need some mandrake as well. Off to the graveyard. night, doggo. Did you enjoy your nap? Okay. I just need the water. Was that everything? That was everything. Alright. We have a very pretty magic wand. Let's go back up the mountain and cause a little mayhem. Also, that bush is not enough to hide him. No, he will resist the siren song of the steak. You glance at the buck hiding safely behind a tree at the far side of the camp. Making a raven's call, you signal for him to join you. The buck picks his way through the frozen trappers. Are they going to be okay? They might catch a case of the sniffles. Nothing a nice warm bowl of soup won't fix. Come along now, we're still a ways from the mountain to Keek. I think I know a way up. I'll meet you ahead. Come join me when you're ready. Assess the path to the mountain peak. Ooh, a chest. It has a fish and a frozen treat. I wonder if there will be wolves to give a frozen treat to, because I am guessing that that is what that is for. Are you a ridiculously fat mountain goat? It's looking for something to climb on? Oh my goodness. I don't know your weakness, but you're adorable. Those steam vents? Small geyser, a pressure so built up as to penetrate the ancient stone of the mountain. Be careful. Ooh, we are just rotten with spicy peppers up here. The great geyser, silent it has slumbered for as long as anyone can recall. Before you stands a looming rock face. Not even the most determined climber could hope to scale it. I thought you said you knew a way up to the peak. Well, you see, this is the great geyser. When the air is cold enough, the water erupting from it freezes solid. I thought it might give us something to climb up. You look into the dry crater at the bottom of the sheer cliff. I don't see much erupting happening down there. It's been dormant for a few seasons now. I kind of hoped we'd get lucky. I don't trust any luck that I don't make myself. You take a moment to ponder your situation and eye the small geysers nearby, frequently spewing steam up into the frosty air. I suppose these other water spouts all draw from the same underground source. I think you're right. They started popping up shortly after the great geyser fell silent. Then I wager, if we plug them all up, we'll be able to make a big one blow its top again. Plug them? With what? You're turning your attention to the bleating mountain goats digging for lichen nearby. Those frosty beasts look to be about the right diameter. Maybe I can coax some of them into position. Oh, I'm so excited. What are they weak to? Tell me what you're weak to. A goat perch. Oh boy. This is going to be glorious. Okay. We need cobblestones. We need magic paste. Oh, we have a shiny lure. Oh, how many goat? We need 3. So we need 2 more shiny lures. Can we just make those? Maybe. We need 3 jars of water and potentially 3 bait sticks. Oh, we're out of embers and clay. Well, a fie upon it. A fie, I say. Do you have embers? Come back here, you. Hee. Let's queue up some baked sticks. Alright. Do we have enough wings? Okay. We need embers and clay and milk. Well, not that clay. And while we're here, let's get some frog slime. I am thinking it may behoove us to go to the forest, and then we can get a whole bunch of clay out of the well. It is another stop, but it should set us up for clay for a little bit. Run away! I don't want to get bit. Okay. Now, where is the well? It's right around here, isn't it? There you are. Come here, you. Hey, little guy. I want to make a skeleton key and come back. I mean, I just need a skull. I might do that. I might do a side quest today. How are we on clay? Can we make 3 jars for milk? Right, I think we need a whole bunch of... Yeah, we need a whole bunch of cobblestones. Let's get those while we're here. There we are. Hi, sweetie. I've never gotten milk from you. Hi, lady, just stealing your milk. No biggie. Okay, let's go make those magic pastes. Let's find cobblestones. Come on, cobblestones. There's some. Let's check out the village. So we need 16 cobblestones altogether. This is gonna take a while. Hey! You made me drop a spicy pepper. How are we doing? 11 to go. And that is 3 goat perches. Back to the mountain. Oh. Run fast past the wolves. Or get bitten. Holy cow. I am not fast or clever today. Let's make some more mending poultice. I am making just terrible decisions. They want something to climb on. Oh, I bet I have to kind of lead them. Yes. I've got it figured out now. Come with me, goat. Have I misinterpreted? Maybe I need to lead all 3 of them at the same time? Let's get them both over here. All right. Okay, I have successfully plugged 2 geysers. This is so deeply, profoundly ridiculous, and I love it. Did I not place it right? Let's try it. Yes! With the plump bodies of braying goats clogging up the small geysers, the earth beneath your feet begins to grumble. The mountain goat's eyes go wide as the pressure builds beneath them. With no other outlet, the steam rushes toward the only opening left. With a deafening boom, the long dormant geyser erupts, sending a great spear of water high into the air. As the deluge reaches its apex, the ice crystals begin to form in the mist, twinkling as they hang in the air. Bit by bit, they begin to build on each other, forming larger and larger crystals, until it forms a great column of ice, rising all the way up towards the mountain peak. Huh! I can't believe it worked! Last one to the top is a spotted fawn! Oh my goodness. Those poor goats! Oh. It is very windy and causing a little bit of lag. You stand at the mountain's peak, buffeted by wind and snow. Now then, where's this crystal cave you spoke of? I'm not sure. I think it should be just up ahead, but in this blizzard I can hardly see my own nose. The buck jumps behind you, pointing into the frigid fog. Wait, what was that? You squint into the galing winds, unable to see anything but white. Probably just another mountain goat. I wouldn't be so sure. When I was little, my brother told me stories of the snowkin who lived up here. He said if I ever went up the mountain, the snowkin would blow a great blizzard down on me. He said they'd turn me around and give me false directions until I got lost and froze solid. Sounds to me like these snowkin might be some kind of guardian spirits. And if they're aiming to keep people away from something, then surely they'll know where that something is. I have a notion to find our way as they do, but it will take a considerable quantity of their essence. That sounds dangerous. I'll stay put then. I know better than to wander blind in a snowstorm. Collect snowkin hearts from the mountain peak. I wonder if all of those snowmen are people. We need a melting pot. Okay, we need red feathers and cinder blocks. Okay, we need 3 snowkin hearts, so we'll need 3 melting pots. Alright. We have just enough fireflies for this. I'm inclined to go make snap traps, but I am not sure if that will be adequate. Let's head back down the mountain and go look at some cardinals. Oh good, the goats escaped. I love you. You chubby, awesome, grumpy little men. Oh, they're just little guys. Look at them, just little guys. Here's looking for burbs. Oh good, they do the snap trap thing. I don't think we're gonna get 3 feathers out of 1 burb, but we can try. Okay, there's 1. We need 6. Alright, we need wicker work, and we actually have plenty of sticks for the moment. So let's make a few. We'll start with 3 and go from there. Come on. Thank you. Oh, come on, guys. Somebody give me another feather. 2 feathers. Come on, give me 2. They are giving me meat and fat, though. So, if we need those things, we shall definitely have them. But we definitely need more snap traps, too. And I think also some more wicker work. There's 2. One more burb. Let's try another spot. I think I inadvertently scared the bird off of it. All right. There's 3 melting pots. Back up the mountain. The frozen waterfall is so pretty. All right. Let's get some snowkin hearts. There you are. Their antlers are their heart. I love how they gave everything a purple cast, so it looks so magical. There's one. Where are you, final Snowkin? I need your heart. Alright, that is 3 Snowkin hearts. Back to the buck. Look! See how the snow swirls in strange directions? Maybe the Snowkin know the path? It will require some icy interrogations, but we have 3 Snowkin hearts. You pile the mystical snow at the buck's feet and shield it from the howling winds. The flakes drift in the air like icy glitter. Oh, come on then, I'm getting chilly. You prod the snowdrift with a muttered invocation. Despite the chaotic storm, the snow crystals swirl into an icy ribbon and slowly trace a line up the mountain peak. There it goes! That must be the way to the crystal cave! He takes off after the trail like a shot. You hike up your skirt and do your best to keep up in the dense snow. It is time. Shall we? His face falls as you arrive at yet another sheer cliff. I don't understand. The snow stops here, but there isn't anything more than rocks. Did the Snowkin mislead us? Are we lost? I don't want to freeze solid. This is no dead end. Look. You gesture to the cliff where the eddies of swirling snow quickly gather. Within moments, the entire wall of rock is buried under fresh white powder. You reach out a clawed finger and touch the pure snow. It melts away to reveal a glittering opening in the stone. The crystal cave! You did it! Let's go in before we freeze to death. I'm certain the crystal flower must be inside. Into the summit cave. Oh, it's pretty. Oh dear. I just noticed the spelling of deer and I need a moment. Oh dear, look at all these flowers. I didn't think there'd be so many. I'm going to pick a whole bouquet. You stop the impetuous youth with a quick tug and mutter under your breath, Hold on. The prophecy mentioned the one true crystal flower. These other flowers must be a deception meant to trap foolhardy would-be kings. Prophecy? What are you talking about? I only mean to say that we should find the best single flower for your brother's coronation. Good point. Quality over quantity. Aha, I think I see just the one right over there. Oh, it's so pretty in here. But I bet it's this one. It's perfect. Just look at the refraction of the petals and the frosting on the leaves. Oh, but I seem to have forgotten my pruning shears back at the castle. Would you do the honors? I don't want to damage it. Aw, we get to snip the sparkly flower. You snip the brittle stem of the flower, careful not to touch it directly. Prophecies can be nasty stuff to stick your fingers in. The buck holds the flower aloft, inhaling the blossom's magical aura. Wow, smells just like powdered snow on fresh pine trees. The moment is interrupted by the shrill cries of aristocrats, clamoring against each other. I found them! Over here, my lord! Oof. In a rush of colorful fabrics and fancy hats, you find yourself surrounded by nobles. The stag steps out from their midst, looking irate. After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me, brother? The young prince blinks in confusion. What are you doing here? Have I offended you somehow? Usurper! You thought you could slip off while I wasn't looking and steal the crown from me? You think I don't know about the prophecy of the crystal flower? Why does everyone keep talking about a prophecy? I picked this flower as a gift for you, brother. Fool! Only the king can choose the true crystal flower, and you are not the king. The stag reaches down at his feet and picks the closest flower. See? Only I can! Oh dear. The stag never finishes his sentence. His defiant pose forever imprisoned inside solid ice. Oh, my brother, what have you done? You give the mystified buck a reassuring pat on the back as nobles gather closer. The true king has been revealed indeed. King? You mean me? You are the prince after all, and I suppose the prophecy was pretty clear. Magical flowers are seldom wrong about this sort of thing. And if you tend to your kingdom with the same care you tend to your garden, you'll do just fine. The ring of nobles crowd around the buck. You know, I never cared much for that stag myself. I think a new ruler will shake things up a bit. You excuse yourself as they bow and praise the confused lad. Long live the king! Passing the frozen stag, your eye catches something sticking out of the permafrost. You reach down and pick out a shard of translucent ice, careful not to cut yourself on the sharp edges. Despite the warmth of your palm, it does not melt. The soul of the stag. And that is that. Wow, this is all too much. Huzzah! Can you make me a duke? Hail the king! I never doubted you for a moment. Oh, and my... Oh, but this is so pretty. Thank you once again for joining me for another episode of Wytchwood. This has been so much fun, and we're nearing the end with just 2 episodes left. If you have enjoyed this content, please leave a like, a comment, maybe even subscribe and ring that notification bell. I hope you are having a happy time zone wherever you are, and I will see you next time for the Hawk in the Fields.